If you're looking for some fun, maybe a little bit outside of the box books to get your kids, especially if you have boys, I have got some great suggestions for you today. Hi, my name's Erin. I'm a homeschool mom to 4 kids, and my oldest 3 are all boys. So I know a thing or two about books that boys in particular are really gonna enjoy. Books are one of my favorite things to get my kids, and it's really fun to find some books that they might not be expecting that are a little bit unique to really get them interested and engaged in reading. So today I'm gonna share with you some of my boys' favorite books that they have enjoyed over the years, and hopefully you'll find something that your kids might be interested in too. Earlier this week, I did a video that is all about a whole bunch of different non-toy gift ideas that kids will love. So make sure you check out that video if you want some other ideas that are not just books. I will have links to all of these books in the description below if you're interested in checking any of them out yourself. The first ones that my boys have really loved that are just really fun picture books are the Skippy John Jones books. These are hilarious. They are about this Siamese cat that thinks he's a Chihuahua, and he goes on these adventures and just in this imagination world where he's a dog and part of this group of dogs, and they're just really, really fun and funny to read. The pictures are really pretty. And he has this little song that he does that's really fun to get into when you read it with your kids. Some of them even have audio CDs that come with it where they are read and have the songs played out and that kind of stuff, but these are really fun for younger kids. Next up is The Boys' Book of Adventure. This is the little guidebook for smart and resourceful boys. So this teaches them all kinds of things about identifying different plants and animals, bike safety, how to tie knots, how to build a periscope. This was a book that we got my 9-year-old, I think, last year for his birthday, and he sat and just read in this for days and days and toted it everywhere with him. It's a lot of just really fun, useful information with some great drawings and artwork to go along with all of the stuff that's in here. So this is a really fun one. And along those lines, again, is the Bear Grylls Survival Skills Handbook. We have both volume 1 and volume 2, and they are really, really great. My son, who's 10, absolutely loves these. He's totally into the outdoors and Bear Grylls. We've watched all of the Man vs. Wild shows, and they have loved that. So this was a fun one for him to have, but it teaches you different things about going on an expedition, first aid skills, signaling, tracking animals. Volume 1 is a similar format, just with some different information, but it teaches you some great survival skills and how to do all kinds of things outdoors. So this is a fun one for older elementary or even middle school age would love this book. Another fun one is the Illustrated Adventure Stories from Usborne. You can see this one is well loved. This one has several different classic stories that are kind of summarized and made for younger kids. So it has The Count of Monte Cristo, The Prisoner of Zenda, Don Quixote, The Three Musketeers, and The 39 Steps. So these are all illustrated really nicely. I would say for sure this one is probably more older elementary just because of the content of some of these stories. Some of the stories do deal with people getting killed. As you can see, this is probably the most graphic image that's in here. It is a cartoon drawing, but it is someone who has been stabbed in there. So be aware of that if your kids are sensitive or you just want to steer away from that. But my kids have really enjoyed these stories, and with them being classic literature, I felt like this is a good introduction to some of those stories on a smaller scale that they can enjoy and read now. And next up is This Book Isn't Safe by Colin Furze. I don't know if you've seen him, but he has a YouTube channel where he builds all of these ridiculously crazy inventions. He has 10 crazy inventions that are on a smaller scale that kids can do at home with your supervision, because you do need some tools and things to do it. He's basically trying to teach you that you can be an inventor and different things that you need in order to invent things. It shows you basic skills about screwing into wood and building different kinds of things. Even if you don't ever build these are fun to look at. But like this one is a milk bottle raft where it teaches you how to build a raft out of all these bottles. And it goes step by step through all the things that he did in order to create this, so you could try creating it on your own. So another really, really fun book. Another fun idea is a joke book. Boys love to tell jokes and have fun just doing silly things. This one has a lot of random kinds of jokes. There are a ton of things in here that will keep them entertained reading through and telling jokes to other people that they know as well. Another one my boys really liked when they were a little bit younger were these step-by-step drawing books by Usborne. A lot of times it's hard for kids to look at a finished picture and figure out how to get there, so I love how this breaks it down and just makes it step-by-step, so you can see some of the drawings that my kids had done on here trying to copy them. But this has been a really fun book. There's lots of different ideas in here. This is a great beginner book for art lessons or just for fun if your kids enjoy drawing, or if they get really frustrated with drawing and they don't know where to start. This is a good one to help get those creative juices flowing. The next up is the 5-minute adventure stories. We have several of these. There's also Spider-Man. There's several different varieties of Marvel type stories, but my kids have really enjoyed these 5-minute stories. These were great when they were younger, especially to have like as a bedtime story that we might read with them. Now that they can all read on their own, they do still like to keep these down in their room, and then we'll often read through them. So these are fun ones to have on hand if your kids are into superhero stuff. My first big book of why, this is a National Geographic kids book. This is full of pictures, but it's just like all kinds of really fun questions, like why do cats purr? And then it has the information about it. Different wonders of the world, how they work, why do we see rainbows? All of these things. It's so many pictures and just different questions that kids have. My kids have learned so many random facts and information from these type of books. This one is probably better for like younger elementary kids, where this one has a lot more things in it per page. So there's a lot more stuff packed into this book. Colorful pictures and all of this just fun information that is jam-packed in here. Okay, then I have another set of ones that are more nonfiction. This Weird But True series by National Geographic Kids are smaller books full of tons of beautiful pictures. So it just a ton of stuff that's really fun for the kids to read and learn some things as well while they're doing it. And then the other one, this one is my boy's favorite. This one is 5,000 Awesome Facts by National Geographic Kids. These, as you can see, each page is just cram-packed with tons of information. They keep these books down in their bedroom, and they are frequently, probably daily, coming up to me and being like, Mom, did you know blah, 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 and telling me some random fact that they learned in these books. So this has really just filled them with a lot of information that they have really enjoyed reading. I do have a couple of ideas for some chapter books that my boys have really liked. The first one is this Bear Grylls adventure series. This is a fun one for elementary school age readers. It's large print and short chapters. A kid goes on an adventure, comes across Bear Grylls, who helps him escape the jungle or in the blizzard, or all these kind of different survival kind of scenarios where they learn some things about survival in the wild through reading these chapter books, but they're just a fun read for the kids as well. And then the other one that my boys have really loved too are the Hearty Boys. They've been around for so long, but they are still ring true today and are really fun for the boys to read. Definitely language and vocabulary, that kind of stuff, are probably more older elementary. My boys have still really enjoyed these nowadays, so these are a great one that you can a lot of times find these even at like Goodwill or somewhere like that. If you'd like some ideas about some chapter books that boys will really enjoy, make sure you click on this video here, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching today. Bye.